Yo, what up, guys? It's your favorite Gen Z YouTuber here, back again with another video where we okay some boomers so hard that they get clapped on. And press the like button if you okay those boomers. Real talk. Anyways, guys, it felt super weird to not do my normal intro, so I'm probably never gonna do it like that again. But real talk, what's going on? It's your boy Scrub here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today I have a story about Karens. No, it's not my neighbor Karen, but it's another Karen that I tried to help out, and this boomer backstabbed me and actually got me in trouble for trying to be nice and help her out when I was at work. So, you know how it be, whenever Karen backstabs you, you do the logical thing and push her wheelchair down the stairs. Karens are everyone's mortal enemy, alright? They basically have some type of beef with something constantly. Like, they cannot be happy. I'm telling you, there's a gene inside of Karens that makes them the most angry species on Earth. It's just one of those things, alright? And I've had to deal with tons of Karens in my experience, but this is the first experience I had that really made me realize that any boomer named Karen does not deserve human rights, all right? We gotta make sure that all Karens are single-handedly denied all rights. And this story takes place at one of my normal jobs. I've had two normal jobs in my life, but this is one of the things that inevitably got me fired from the movie theater I worked at. Like, I actually ended up getting fired because of this Karen boomer. So, big shout out to Karen for getting me fired from my job and making me have to make YouTube videos, I guess. So one day I'm at the movie theater, right? It's a pretty dead day, and this Karen, like probably 45, 50, walks in with a group of like 6, 7 kids, and they are rambunctious. They're screaming, they're running around. It looks very exhausting to deal with, all right? Like, they're being kids, but you know that look when there's 8 kids and 1 parent, and like the kids are being a little bit crazy, and you just kind of feel bad that they're gonna have to deal with that all day. So she walks up to me, and she's obviously exhausted, and I feel pretty bad, and spends like $100 and is super nice to me the entire time. She has to get all the concessions for all these little kids, so she spends like $100. She's super nice to me the entire time. She's pleasant, which surprised me because I kind of expected her to be rude, you know? Like, I expected her, after dealing with these kids all day, to be a little bit rude, which is my bad, but she was super nice, right? And I appreciated it. We had a good interaction. I'm like, wow, this lady's dealing with all these kids, and she was nice, and she spent a lot of money. That's super flattering, you know, like, good for the business, good for us that this lady decided to bring her kids here, right? So she leaves and goes into the movie, and everything seems pretty normal. It's probably about 10 minutes later, she walks back out, and she walks back up to me, and she's like, hey, I forgot a drink for myself after getting them for the kids, and you know, can I get a drink? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. So I get her a drink, and she's still being incredibly nice about it. She's being polite, she's asking how my day's going, like, being way nicer than most people are. I don't know what it is about a movie theater, but for some reason, most of the people that would come and get things from concessions were just mean to me for no reason, bro. Like, listen, I'm just trying to get you popcorn and get this bread, dog. The least you could do is not be mean to me. I don't want to be here either. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to look at your ugly mug. You don't want to look at mine. Let's just give each other popcorn and move on, you know? But most people would just be mean. They'd be like, oh, what? Are you serious? These are the prices? Yeah, me, the guy working the concession stand. I rigged the system, bro. I set up everything to be more expensive just to piss you off. Like, people were just mean to me when I was in concession, so she was being super nice, right? So I get her drink. It was a large Coke, and large Cokes are obviously pretty overpriced at the movie theater. I think it's like $8 for a large Coke. It was a bit ridiculous. I'll admit that. But she doesn't complain, and she hands me the card, and the card that she hands me gets declined. And this will happen before. Sometimes the card is just weird. If you just bought something with that card, and then you come back out and buy something a couple minutes later, your bank is like, wait, hold on, why are you buying multiple drinks? You know, so it happens. So I say, oh, okay, it happens. No big deal. And she hands me another one, and it gets declined again, right? And so she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. These are all the cards I have with me. I guess you can just keep the drink. And at this point, keep in mind, she's spent a lot of money here. She's been really nice to me. She's got a ton of kids. Seems like she's having a rough day. And her card just got declined after she had just spent $100, right? So, like, I know she's not, you know, weaving me some sob story about, like, my cards don't work. Can I have the drink for free? Like, she didn't ask for anything. So I decide, you know what? Hey, this lady's having a bad day. Don't worry about it. Just take the drink. Don't worry about it at all. Don't sweat it. Like, you just take the drink, go back, enjoy your movie, have a good day. Don't worry about it. And what does this boomer do when I try to be nice and give her a free drink, bro? She gets mad at me. She starts yelling at me, oh, you think I'm poor, huh? You think I'm poor? You think I need a free drink? And I'm like, no, your card just declined and you can have the drink. Obviously, I know you're not poor. I did your order like 5 minutes ago and it was like $100. Obviously, you got money to spend. I'm just saying, your card's not working. If your card's not working and you can't pay for it, you either don't take it or like, what do you want me to do? Like, I don't think you're poor, but you just take the drink. Like, take it. I'm saying you, it's fine. I don't think you're poor, right? And so she's like, oh my God, what do you think I am? Just some peasant that needs to take freebies? And I'm like, dude, no, just take the drink. I'm trying to be nice out here. So I'm trying to say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any disrespect. Like, you don't have to take the drink. You don't have to take it. I will get rid of it. Don't worry about it. And now she's like, oh, so now you're just going to take away the free drink you just offered me? And I'm like, what do you want from me, woman? You're yelling at me for calling you poor for trying to give you the free drink. I try to give you the free, I try to not give you the free drink. And now you're mad that I'm taking away the free drink. Do you want it or not? Do you want the free Coke or do you not want the free Coke? Because I'm getting mixed signals here, woman. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I can't just snap my fingers and fix your card. Sorry, I don't work for MasterCard or Visa. Maybe you are broke. I'm not really sure. Maybe you maxed out your credit card at the movie theaters. I'm not an expert, but all I know is you can't pay for it. Do you want the free drink or not, right? And she's just getting livid. She's like, oh, you just think that you're so much better than me. I know that you couldn't afford $100 for these kids. I'm like, yeah, obviously, I'm working at a movie theater for minimum wage, Rebecca. Like, obviously, I'm not doing too hot, okay? I'm also 17. Yeah, sick. I can't afford all the drinks you just bought. Do you want the free drink or not? And she's just freaking out on me like, what do you think I am? You think I need handouts? I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, Chief. I can afford to go to the movies now. You know, that YouTube coin be getting good. But if someone offered me a free drink, like, I'm probably gonna take it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking free stuff. That doesn't mean that you're poor. It's just called being nice. If I was at a store and somebody said, hey man, you don't worry about that, it's free, I'd go, yo, really? Thanks, and I'd take it. I wouldn't get offended and be like, oh, you think I'm a disgusting poor person, huh? And also, who cares if you're poor, bro? Do you want the, like, yeah, if you are poor, you want the free drink, and if you are rich, take the free drink. It doesn't matter. Like, you're taking this way too personally. So she's causing the scene, and obviously, my manager hears it because she's screaming at me because it's offensive that I try to give her something for free. So my manager comes over, and he's like, is there a problem here? And she starts complaining that I'm rude and how I'm basically ruined her day and, like, made her feel poor and singled her out. My manager's like, what's going on? And so she tells him this story that apparently she came out and her cards were declined, so I laughed at her and said, oh, do you need a free drink? Which is not what happened. Like, this girl made it seem like I was, you know, a dragon guarding my pile of gold. I don't even own this theater, lady. Why do I care if I give you a free drink, bro? Like, it just makes no sense, right? So she tries to make it seem like I made fun of her for being poor, and she's causing a scene, and it's demanding that I get fired, all because I tried to give her a free drink. And my managers at this point were not very nice, right? Like, they didn't like me a ton. So this lady's snapping. Apparently, I'm bullying her and calling her poor for not being able to buy a drink, which just never happened at all. Like, that's just not true, but whatever. Karens have a way of screaming. So she's screaming at my manager, and my manager's like, is this true? And at this point, I'm like, okay, if I say no and I call her a liar, this is just going to escalate things more. But at the same time, if I say yes, like, I'm probably going to get fired. So I go, no, that's not true. And of course, you're calling me a liar. And I'm like, yeah, well, I ain't calling you a truther. Shout out to Drake and Josh, man. Like, if you're not telling the truth, then yeah, I guess I'm calling you a liar because you're lying. Like, that's just not what happened. And that, of course, sets her off even more. I don't know why you think that you get to treat customers this way. I will never come back to this theater again. There are 6 kids in there. You're lucky that they're having fun. Otherwise, I would pull them out immediately. And you would be hearing from my lawyer, like, all this stuff. Oh my God, lady, I was just trying to give you a free drink. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I really did not even mean to make you upset. If I realized that trying to give you free stuff was gonna make you have a mental breakdown, I would, you boomer. Like, God. So she continues her rant, and at this point, I just kind of zone out. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably in trouble. I'm probably gonna get fired, and that's just how it goes sometimes. Like, that's just life. It's gonna be okay. So she finally calms down. My manager takes her to another room where she can just, you know, vent her frustrations about me, the entitled millennial that is just trying to rob her of her enjoyment by giving her free stuff. And the worst part is, I'm Gen Z, ho. Like, you ain't even get the generation right. Way to go. So whatever. A little bit later, my manager comes down. He's like, you have to come with me. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. So he takes me in the back room and he's like, what you did today is a classic display of disrespect. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm terrible. I'm the worst person to ever exist. I don't even know why my mom kept me. She should have just got rid of me the first chance she got, because obviously, trying to give people free stuff is just so horrible. So I'm getting lectured for 2 hours about how basically actions like that bring the entire company down, and how I'm almost single-handedly responsible for the bad attitude of workers here. And I'm like, listen, workers got bad attitude because our managers yell at us for trying to, help people out. And look, I understand I was in the wrong by trying to give somebody something for free. I understand why my manager has to yell at me. But when you come at me like, you're the reason that working here sucks. No, you are, Derek, okay? Go home. Go home, Derek. No one wants you to work here. Leave. Regardless, I got put on a probation that basically meant if I did anything else wrong, then I got fired. And of course, I did something wrong a couple days later because I just didn't care anymore. Anyways, guys, on that note, be sure to press the like button, comment down below, comment the word boomer down below if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, send me a screenshot of your notifications onto my Instagram at Scrubby if you did enjoy the video. I give notifications shout out every day. Use code Scrubby at G Fuel checkout and follow me on TikTok at Scrubby with 2 S's. Today's notification shout out to Cameron7386. Big shout out to you for having on notifications. Like I said, follow me on all my social media. Get some merch, use code Scrubby at checkout at gfuel.com, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow with another video. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'm out. Peace.